Welcome back to the Spectrum. Utah State University 4A state championships here at Utah State University. Welcome you into what's going to be a pretty quick Findlay Subaru pregame show. As we just saw Skyview, the overall number 1 seed, beat Crimson Cliffs 57-42. And now Dixie Flyers, Layton Christian Eagles up next. Our Kate Dowley had a chance to catch up with both coaches, and Kate caught up with Dixie head coach Tyler Roberts moments ago. Here's what Coach Roberts had to say about the matchup.
Coach Roberts, you got LCA tonight. They played an independent schedule. Can you tell us a little bit about the matchup?
Yeah, we're excited for the matchup. We actually played them preseason, so we definitely have seen them play, and they're a very good team and very well coached, and so we're excited for the opportunity tonight.
And then what are you going to tell your guys in the locker room?
Just to play how they've been playing, play together, have fun, enjoy the moment, enjoy the journey, and just, I don't know, just excited to be here.
Yes. Well, thank you for your time and good luck tonight.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Back to you.
All right, that was Coach Tyler Roberts. He just, earlier this week, yesterday, picked up his 100th career head coaching win. They lost in the state championship. They've been on a mission to get back to it, and Layton Christian is in their way, but it's not going to be easy. Coach Bobby Porter, he actually is retiring at the end of the season. He's got 6 state championships at Layton Christian. Kate Dowley caught up. It's the Bucks Ace Hardware coach's comments. Here's what the Eagles head coach had to say.
Coach Porter, you come off an emotional win yesterday. What can we expect for today's game?
Well, we got to come play. Yesterday was yesterday. Today is today. You know, we've been here before. Last year we won the state last year in 3A. So we have experience here, and I let players play.
Yes. Well, Coach, you got one game until the ship. What are you telling your kids to do today so you can play tomorrow?
I tell them to play hard, play together, and trust each other.
I like that. Well, thank you for your time, and best of luck.
All right, thank you so much.
Back to you.
That was Kate Dowley there. Great job, Kate, talking with a legend. I mean, Coach, 6 state championships, including 3A title a year ago.
Yeah, there's not very many people that can say that. And we were looking through the state record book earlier today, and yeah, Coach Porter's right up there with some of the greats in Utah high school basketball. So props to him, and no surprise that they're here in the semifinals. Very entertaining game yesterday against Ridgeline. Their athleticism and their pressure is something that most teams haven't seen before, and it definitely affected Ridgeline. Let's see if it affects Dixie here. You know, you got 2 great point guards with Tyrese Lacey and Jordan Roberts here. It's going to be a fantastic battle between those two to see who can handle the pressure, who gets the upper hand offensively, who wears the other down defensively. So I'm really looking forward to that matchup here tonight.
Inside our Findlay Subaru pregame show, let's turn to some more of the keys to the game. What are your thoughts, Wade, on the factors tonight? You know, we heard from both coaches. Obviously, they want to play together. They've earned the right to get to this point. They know everybody's really talented left. Both coaches showing mutual respect. But what are some of the X and O's that are going to be important tonight?
I think the team that comes out and does the little things correctly, like that game we just watched, home getting loose balls, offensive rebounds, those type of things are going to be the deep difference. I'm really excited for this one. I haven't seen either one of these teams play, but I've heard a lot of good things about both of them, so this is going to be a good one.
40 seconds before they'll line up and have our House of Jump starting lineups. Casey, what do you think are going to be some of the keys in this one?
If you're Layton Christian, it's going to be pressure, right? If we can extend that pressure, turn the ball over, it limits what Dixie can do with Kyle Lemke in the paint. If I'm Dixie, the flip side of that is handle pressure, maybe allow someone besides Jordan Roberts to handle the ball a little bit more, and then obviously go to the big fella, Kyle Lemke, and let him do his thing, both scoring and passing.
All right, warm-ups are in the books. They did not get a long warm-up whatsoever because they're trying to stay on time here, 7:40 tip. So both these teams hopefully got here early, got a nice foam roller out, got a stretch in, and they're ready to get going here at the Spectrum. Northern schools have had a big advantage with the noise, but you got, a team from Layton, and Coach Porter is actually hanging with the cheerleaders. Looks like Coach Porter is going to be the guy that handshakes and chest bumps his guys here for the Layton Christian And hey, they had to beat Pineview at home by 4 back on Tuesday. Unbelievable comeback to break Ridgeline's heart yesterday. They went 69-68. They have been battle-tested coming into this game.
Yeah, this is a rowdy Christian crowd. This is going to be a fun one.
Here come the starting lineups. Number 4 there, Tyrese Lacey. The guard can light it up.
Had a fantastic game yesterday. Hit the game winner in the waning seconds of that game yesterday. Ulubisi is an athlete. We saw him do a little bit of everything yesterday.
Ulubisi there, and now Isaac Cabarro. How about the sophomore Tyron Jones getting introduced? He had a big performance yesterday. And then Armani also, the junior, the starting 5. They are without Suleiman Barrow. He got injured and he is out for the season, so they are without one of their best players. Those are your House of Jump starting lineup for the Layton Christian Eagles. Here comes the Dixie Flyers, leading the state in assists, Jordan Roberts, Kyle Lemke. There's the sophomore John Southwick, Brecken Robinson, and the senior Grant Carter. And that's your House of Jump starting lineup for Dixie. Jump, dunk, you bounce around, indoor trampoline park, 415 South, Dixie Drive, St. George, your starting lineup sponsor. Put 8 minutes on the first quarter clock. Let's play some basketball. The winner again will play Skyview tomorrow night, 5:50 to start in the 4A championship game. The girls' championship has also been set earlier today. Ridgeline and Skyview won, so you got a Region 11 showdown on the girls' side.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Definitely going to be a battle of styles here.
And the ball is tipped and won. Jones got just enough of it. Here comes Tyrese Lacey, the senior. Left wing, Olabisi. Olabisi stops in the key, kicks outside. Hard drive by Cabarro. Outside, and deep three, no good. And Flyers clear the rebound.
Layton Christian shoots a lot of threes, deep threes at that. So expect to see more of that as the game goes on. But I think if I'm the Dixie Flyers right now, I'm going to set a lot of screens for Jordan Roberts to relieve some of that pressure. Whether it's in the half court or the full court, allow Jordan to work with a little bit of space.
Southwick three, no good. Here come the Eagles. Both teams empty on the opening possession offensively. Lacey. Kick it back outside. Eagles and Flyers. Flyers actually have probably the biggest student section of the teams from St. George here making some noise.
Yeah, they got the band here. They got the cheerleaders.
It's a deep three, and that won't fall. Roberts turns. Lead pass ahead to Brecken Robinson. Robinson gets to the middle of the court and missed it short. Might have been partially blocked. Now the Eagles want to run. Here comes Olabisi. Acrobatic hanging. Layton won't go. Rebound cleared by Kyle Lemke.
And Brecken had an outstanding game yesterday.
Turnover. Flyers trying to go fast and off the hands, out of bounds. Right in front of us here near the scorer's table. Minute and a half into this semifinal game here on KSLSports.com and the Fan Sports Network. Hard drive, lost the dribble, skip pass cross court. 20 seconds on the shot clock, not needed as Mr. Tyrese Lacey hits the opening bucket of the game. It's a U First Credit Union three-pointer from the corner.
That was smooth and quick.
And here's that pressure.
Southwick will let it fly, and he'll hit a triple. We're tied.
And the one thing that Dixie's done great all year long is move the ball. And against this Layton Christian pressure, that's where it's going to be very important to stick to what's been good for you all season long.
A steal one way, and then a steal back the other way. Lacey, extra pass, the trailer, bucket good by Armani.
And this is going to be a track meet I mean, this is going to be a track meet. This is probably going to be the fastest-paced game we've seen all season long.
Inside to Lemke, the 6'7" junior, backing his way down, goes to the right-hand hook, got it.
Number 12, Kyle Lemke.
There's the big fella doing his thing early in this game.
Driving a block by Lemke, swiped it away. Blocking Cabrera. Replay that Lemke hook. Second in the state in scoring in 4A. Kyle Lemke, right around 21 points a game. 5 minutes on the first quarter, Nets on fire clock. And the ball tipped out of bounds, back to Dixie. Lemke made that play.
I really like the pace for both these teams, the energy, the intensity. It's just going to be interesting to see how long this pace and energy and intensity keeps up.
Carter with a little crossover. Defender fell down. Flyers, the Fly Fam students loving that. 5-5. We're tied here.
Yep. Got to keep going to Kyle. If the double comes.
Baby right hook again, too strong. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Lemke. Back to the Eagles.
A good move right there by Kyle. That's something that Coach Roberts will live with. But great defensive effort right there by the Eagles. They pressure, they switch, they fly around. You can tell they're very deserving of being in this spot by how hard they play.
Yeah, they are everywhere. Dropping down to help on the big guy.
Lemke with the takeaway. Goes to Southwick, trying to get the handle. Still loose.
There we go.
And Grant Carter picks it up. Here comes J-Rob. Jordy all the way to the reverse. No. Ball knocked out to Robinson. Flyers have a chance for more points here. Flyers moving the ball. Carter to the middle. Leaves it for Lemke. Lemke got it. Strong move.
They keep driving to the middle and finally opens up the big guy for an easy bucket.
Layton Christian Academy with the possession. Trailing Dixie on the Wilkinson scoreboard. 7-5. First quarter action brought to you by our friends. Jason Baum, Bay Equity Home Loans. Need a loan? BaumLoans.com. 3:34 to go. 14 and ticking on the shot clock. Hard drive the baseline. Cabrera lost the handle, got it back. Blocked from the backside by Lemke, but a foul on Cabrera on a reach-in after he got swatted.
Lemke's long. He's gotten a lot of tips on the shots and everything. He's doing really good this first quarter.
I think Cabrera maybe wanted the hand in the back, but he didn't get it. He kind of put his hands up like.
Yeah, this is where Layton Christian's danger. I'm looking at this full court pressure. They got a guy on the ball. They're going to be denying. They're going to be ready to trap. And I think this is smart, allowing Grant Carter to bring the ball up and not let Layton Christian's best defender, Tyrese Lacey, hound you 90 feet.
Dixie beat Desert Hills to get to this semifinal game yesterday.
Here's a cross-screen action.
Left hand.
And that's been a staple for Coach Roberts all year long. It's a similar action we saw from Skyview, just bury that cross screen. They've got a lot of mileage out of that play this season.
That's something Lemke has done all year long. He's been able to use both hands, very ambidextrous. Lacey, step back three. Not this time. Looked right on line, just a little bit short.
A little short.
Energy, you can feel the energy in the gym for this game. Action-packed start. Lakin Wilden checked in. He'll go to Lemke.
Great high-low right there. Great high-low. Quick 8 points for Kyle Lemke. The great pass by Lakin Wilden right there.
Inside. And a foul on Lemke. That'll be his first. Good spin move to get Lemke on his back. Take a look at the Holbrook Asphalt replay.
And we've mentioned it a few times throughout the season. Dixie hasn't had to play in very many spots with Kyle Lemke in foul trouble. So it's going to be interesting. He picks up a quick one here in the first quarter. Going to be important for him to stay out of foul trouble to keep that size advantage for the Flyers.
Flyers have the lead. 11-6. Cabrera hits the first. Fabulous Freddy's free throw. One more coming from the stripe. It's up and it rattles out, no good. Rebound by Wilden. Ahead to Roberts.
Yeah, Lincoln's got to face up right there. I think he had Kyle on another high-low.
20 on the shot clock. Roberts trying to find Damon Myers, and he threw it into the front row.
I love how both teams are just pushing it up the floor as quick as they can, hitting that open guy.
Yeah, both teams are playing very, very hard here in this first quarter. Not something we've seen in a lot of other games. A lot of other games have taken a minute to settle in. Both these teams were going 100 miles an hour to start the game.
Drive by Cabarro, off the window, a little too strong. Rebound Dixie. Here comes Roberts. Roberts breaking down the D, goes to Carter. Carter has it blocked, and now a foul, and bodies tangle up everywhere.
Ooh, BC got off the ground quick there. Maybe just got him with the body, but there was a nice block there initially before the foul with the body came.
Team foul number 2.
Yeah, the block was sensational, but the momentum certainly justified the whistle. And Grant Carter, where's number 30? GC 3-0 to the free throw line, and he made the first. Carter, one of only 3 seniors on this Dixie roster.
Yeah, and Grant's had some big moments in the second half of the season, especially in some tight games. Been real happy to see Grant do what he's done.
For the Eagles, number 12, Vito Superior.
Robinson will spell Grant Carter.
Back in for Layton Christian, number 44, Otavio Armani.
Armani and Pantic will check in. Mahalo Pantic, the junior, as Cabarro took a seat for Coach Porter.
And Siquiera, number 12, he's in the game. He got hot yesterday and was a huge part of that run for the Eagles. And here he is, wasting no time, just a little off the mark.
And he missed that first 3 from the corner, and then we get a tie-up. Armani there with the tie-up. Alternate possession back to Dixie. And 1:15 left here on the Nets on Fire clock in the first quarter. Myers ahead to Wilden. Wilden to the middle of the floor. Whip pass to the corner. Off Brecken Robinson's hands. Turnover Dixie.
Very impressed with how Layton Christian recovers. Even when they get beat, they're flying back into help positions. I mean, BC was clear up on the press, and he recovered back to force that turnover.
13-6, Dixie leading. LCA with the ball. And Siqueira now on a flip. Gets it over to Siqueira. And now back to Pantic. Quick spin move, kick out. Good defense here. Shot clock down to 10. Have to save it. And now we've got a triple that was short, but an offensive rebound. Pass to the middle. Lacey hanging, can't hit.
Still didn't hit the rim.
And that's a shot clock violation. Flyer fans appreciate that defensive effort by.
Yeah, that was a solid defensive possession. Forced 2 tough shots that weren't able to graze the rim to reset the shot clock, and ended up getting only a few. We've only seen a few shot clock violations here in the tournament, but that's a big one right there for the Flyers.
Into Carter, almost a steal by Siqueira. Ahead to Roberts. Roberts will take a 3 and hit it. Nothing but the bottom. Jordy Roberts.
All set up by Grant Carter, being able to handle the pressure and find an open Jordan Roberts.
Tipped around. Lacey grabs it. Kicks open 3. Ball in the air. Armani knocks it down from the left wing. 2 seconds. Got to get a shot. Robinson, a runner. Good if it goes. He baked it in. Brecken Robinson with the running 3 off the window. We catch our breath. Action-packed first quarter. How about that one as the Flyers have the 19-9 lead after 1. Are you entertained? Then stick around. More state championship action when we come back.
Stephen Wade Auto Center is committed to supporting our community. We are here to assist you and your family through every step of your life. This dedication to Southern Utah is born from the core values of the Wade family to support education, healthcare, homelessness, patriotism, heritage, and recreation that all add to our quality of life. At Stephen Wade Auto Center, we're working with you to ensure we've got it made here in Southern Utah and that you've got it made at Stephen Wade.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains away. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Boulevard Home Furnishings bringing you tonight's game. Appreciate Boulevard Home making your house more like home for over 48 years, serving Utah. 8 minutes on the second quarter clock. Devin Dixon, Casey Winters, Wade Bronson, Kate Dally. Lob it high, and it's tipped away. Outlet, Carter, ahead to Robinson. Wraparound, one-hand pass, floater. Roberts got it. Dixie moving the ball perfectly.
Jordan Roberts, the assist to Brecken Roberts.
This is fun basketball to watch. Both teams, whether they make or miss, man, they're getting down the floor really quick.
Reminds me of the 2008 Bear River Bears.
I don't know if we were that quick.
Inside, Armani back outside. Cabarro, little leap and leaner, no, just short. Lemke controls the rebound. He's trapped. He gets it to Carter. Carter wants to push. Carter the middle, to the corner. Inside Lemke. Right hand hook shot, no. Lemke got it back, and that putback finds home.
Kyle Lemke.
Largest lead of the game is 23-9. Flyers off to a great start.
Yeah, and the Flyers love playing this fast pace. I mean, we talked to Coach Roberts all season long. They played tons of ball this summer into the fall, and that was their emphasis, is running, and they're doing a great job of it here today.
Beautiful little flip shot up and in. Armani had to release it quickly to make sure Lemke couldn't block it, but at the other end, Brecken Robinson heating up. The three from the corner pocket, nothing but the ball.
8 quick points for Brecken Robinson. Had that little bank right in the first quarter and then hit this three here. And he's picking up right where he left off yesterday. He had an outstanding game yesterday.
He had 19 points for Brecken yesterday. To further illustrate your points, Coach Roberts said they played almost 90 games in the summer. He said these kids like getting out on the road. They like each other so much that they are so unselfish. Sometimes to a fault, they're almost too unselfish. But when they get out and run, you can see a pass, and never even hits the floor, and they get buckets.
Yeah, they pass really good up the floor. I mean, that one was inbounds, one pass, open three, knocks it down. That's just fun basketball, unselfish basketball they're playing. It's looking good for Dixie.
And I think about Layton Christian here, similar situation to where what they were in yesterday with Ridgeline. Just got to settle down. Armani's off to a good start for the Eagles. Got to see what we can do to get Lacey going, maybe get Ulubisi going, and create some opportunities for them.
26-11 our score. Play-by-play brought to you by Luke Beauty at American Family Insurance. All your home, auto, and life under one roof. Get a free quote today at Udy & Associates. 6:17 to go. Second quarter, still 15 on the shot clock. Lacey lobs it to the corner. Cabarro takes the triple. Ricochets off the rim, no good. Rebound, J-Rod. Roberts eyes down the court. To the corner to Carter. Carter back to Roberts. Back to Carter. He'll take a set three. It's short. Rebound, Eagles. Here comes Lacey. Behind the back, right down the middle. All the way to the rim, no. Put back, no. And Dixie's Grant Carter goes the other way with it.
And I think that last possession, you talked about them being a little too unselfish. I think J-Rob had a wide open three, passed it to Grant Carter, trying to get a better one. But definitely think he could have let that one fly.
Lacey bumped by Robinson, a foul on the court.
Man, Lacey is lightning fast.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, he is a blur out there and does a really good job finishing at the rim. Been a little bit of a struggle today, but I expect him to get going here.
Damon Myers will check in. Roberts will get a quick breather. 27-11, Dixie, largest lead of the game right now at 16. 5:32 left on the Nets on Fire clock. Oh, alley-oop and a high rising two-hand slam by Olabisi.
That's way too easy for him, Deb. he just floated up there and threw it down with some authority.
The hot meter off the charts.
Lane cleared, perfect pass. That was pretty.
Maybe that'll get LCA going. Definitely got the student section going. The chanting defense. Lemke inside, missed it. Olabisi, he wants to push. Working on Robinson all the way to the window. Left it short, but he was hit on the elbow. He'll shoot two.
I think that was the right move by Kyle that he made down there. Spun baseline, just a little too strong, and then Olabisi, we just talked about Lacey being a flash. Olabisi coming back the other way and attacking the rim with some authority.
Dixie leading 26-13. Olabisi to the line. Fabulous Freddy's free throws. And free throw is up and in.
Returning for Dixie, number 5, Layton Wilden, and number 10, Jordan Roberts.
One more coming after substitutions.
Really enjoy this Roberts. When he gets the ball off a outlet or anything, his eyes instantly up the floor looking ahead for his teammates.
One more. For the BC, no. And it's knocked out of bounds. They say off of Dixie, so Layton Christian will retain possession. Inbound coming. It's tipped around, controlled by Olabisi, and blocked away. Still loose. Wilden to Roberts ahead of the pack. He'll slow it up. Take a triple and hit a triple. J-Rob from downtown.
Gutsy play by Jordan there. I thought he could have had a layup, but maybe he saw someone coming in his rearview mirror and decided to stop and pop for three. Now he's throwing baseball passes out there.
Roberts goes and gets it out at the Aggie Utah State logo near midcourt. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in quarter number 2. Glad you're with us. KSLSports.com, presented by UCCU Credit Union. Carter over to Roberts. Ball fake. Mid-range J in the air. Spins out. Rebound Wilden. Turnaround J. Layton Wilden.
Great job by Layton there. Just create some opportunities by crashing the offensive glass.
30-14, 16-point advance for Dixie as they dig in defensively. Lacey out top, goes to wing, Cabela. Armani, corner pocket three, back iron, rebound Wilden. Outlet to Roberts, Flyers are running. Cross-court pass to Myers, to the corner of Carter. Ball fake, drive the base. Hook pass back out, and now the Flyers will set up a three for Wilden straight away. That spins out no good.
Layton Christian's looking just a little bit gassed, and can't say I blame him as fast as Dixie's moving that ball.
Armani, pump fake. Had it stripped away, out of bounds. Last touch by Dixie.
And to Wade's point, I think Layton Christian is used to pressuring and getting up. But they're probably not used to the other team turning around and running it back as quick as Dixie has. Probably not very often that Layton Christian meets their match on pace and tempo and getting up and down the court at this speed.
Dixie leads the 3:05 mark here in the first half, 30-14. Deep three, nothing but the bottom.
Isaac Cabarro.
Cabarro with a dagger from downtown.
Deep three.
30-17. Reverse lay-in, Brecken Robinson. That goes down. Brecken Robinson having himself a nice first half. Inside, back outside, and now Lacey kind of surveys the court. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Lob high. Catch by Armani. Kick out to Cabarro. Back to the basket. Backing his way down on his shoulder, Damon Myers. And did he travel? Yes, he did.
So. If I'm Coach Porter here, I'm just going to try to rally the troops a little bit and maybe try to encourage them. On the offensive end, let's get a good look. Defensively, let's lock in. We got 2 minutes left. Let's try to cut this 15-point lead down to 8 or 10 points before we head to the locker room.
Full court pressure. Southwick grabs the inbound pass. Roberts across half court.
Great screen by Lemke there to relieve some pressure.
Ooh, the steal. Nice hands there by Ulabisi. Ulabisi across half court. A deep three.
Maybe a little heat check there. That was just off the crumble sticker over there.
Cabarro couldn't hit it though, and Brecken Robinson drives the middle. Shot won't fall. 1:45 left in the first half. Corner three in the air. Yes, that one goes down for Sequeira. With the bucket there, the seniors' first points of the night.
Layton Christian's doing exactly what we talked about, getting some stops and turning it into points on the other end.
Robinson to the middle, little runner, got it. Brecken Robinson, big bucket there.
He is playing with a lot of confidence this tournament, which is great to see.
He leads the Flyers. In fact, he leads all scorers with 12 points so far in the half. Lemke's got 10. Jordan Roberts has 6. Pretty balanced for Layton Christian. Armani has 7 to pace them in the scoring department. 1 minute left in the quarter. Approaching the half. Cabarro breaking down the D. Cross-court pass. And a reset out top. Coach Porter out of the coach's box, ready to signal in a play he wants here. We go to the sophomore. Back to Ulabisi. Strong move and a strong finish.
Barely beating the clock. Good patience right there by the Eagles.
5 seconds differential shot and game clock. Wilden just holding. Goes to Robinson. Whip it into Kyle. Kyle Lemke goes to the middle, and a reach-in foul called against Layton Christians.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't feel like we've had very many fouls. We're not even going to sniff the bonus here in the first half. I mean, we're at 3 fouls apiece. So I guess it's hard to foul when you're running up and down the court as fast as both of these teams have been.
The action has been fast and furious. Kick ball on the inbound there. That was Insakera.
Yeah, and Brecken Robinson would have been wide open, so good stop right there.
And now a steal. Cinquera all the way left side, right hand.
Oh, offensive foul. It looked like there might have been a little push. I didn't think he was going to call it, though.
For our audience on KSLSports.com, the steal. And then you can see, I don't know.
Maybe the ref had a better angle than we do.
Yeah, we had the near side cam. Couldn't see the extension of the arm from our viewpoint. No question. He didn't like it. And now an offensive foul the other way.
That was a two-handed push right in front of the ref. You're not going to get away with that one.
Yeah.
12 seconds to go here in the opening half. Dixie leads 34-22.
Into the Flyers, number 5.
That's just Jordan. I mean, he's been pestered all half. He just got to keep his composure here. I think that's more just a frustration, fatigue foul where he's just been, hounded by these Layton Christian defenders.
Down to 8, a weave out high. Jones with it. He'll take the 3 online, but no good, and that'll do it for the first half. Entertaining first half. Flyers have built a 12-point lead. Your thoughts, Casey? That was entertaining.
Yeah, I feel like I need to catch my breath, and I've just been sitting here watching it. But great job by the Dixie Flyers to score in transition and make easy passes.
All right, let's go down to Kate Dowley with Coach Roberts.
Coach Roberts, what went well in the first half?
First quarter was good. I didn't like the second quarter very much, but we attacked.
Yes. Well, what can we expect in the second half?
More of the first quarter.
I like that. Okay, thank you. Good luck. Back to you.
All right.
Little Greg Popovich-esque right there by Coach Roberts.
Well, it was a really good first quarter.
It was.
And they got a 12-point lead. I think Coach Roberts will take that into the break.
I think he will, too. I think just at the end of the half there's maybe a few things, got a little sloppy, but can't complain about being up 12 against this hard-fighting Layton Christian Eagles team who, if they can settle in offensively, they can definitely do it on the defensive end.
All right, at the break, 34-22. We'll catch our breath. Come back with the Rally Stop halftime show after this 2-minute timeout.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
We know it takes an entire community to make Southern Utah thrive. You will see us on the fields, on the courts, at festivals, and in the schools, and everywhere in between. From Southern Utah's Auto Mall, we help you create memories that bolster joy in our community. It's the reason why we've got it made in Southern Utah, and why you've got it made at Stephen Wade.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Spectrum. Utah State University, Devin Dixon, Wade Bronson, Casey Winters hanging out with you here courtside. And we are at the half, and boy, oh boy, that was fun. Entertaining, fast tempo, action-packed. You could tell both teams, they were taking the first shot they saw that it looked even remotely good. And at the break, Dixie leads 34-22. This is the Rally Stop halftime show. And Casey, both these teams definitely needed the halftime break just to catch their breath, and the broadcasters did, I felt like, as well.
Absolutely. And I'm getting some text messages at halftime. They're talking about, is it as fast as it looks on TV? One person said they feel like they're watching a game in fast forward because of the tempo here. But that's the style that both teams want to play. And I thought both teams did a really good job. Dixie especially converted in the transition maybe a little more than Layton Christian did, but Layton Christian had some really, really good looks that just didn't drop. I expect nothing less than what we saw in the first half coming out in the second half.
I mean, both teams were just up and down the floor. It was kind of like a broken record here, but it was awfully fast. Those 2 quarters flew by. There was no timeouts, nothing like that. It was just up and down.
Yeah, no question about it. And we are at the break. Let's dive into our Adams Wealth Advisors statistics for you here in the first half. For Layton Christian, just 22 points. Tyrese Lacey just 1 for 6, 3 points. It was a triple. He had 3 assists, but he had 4 turnovers, something that Coach Porter will try to get him to clean up a little bit. He touches the ball an awful lot, but that's a high number for Tyrese Lacey.
Yeah, both teams had 7 assists, 7 turnovers, so that's definitely going to be something both teams talk about. But, yeah, expect Tyrese Lacey to maybe settle in offensively. Olubisi had a good half. Armani had a good half. Sikiera hit a 3. So definitely capable Eagle team that can keep pace with the Flyers. On the flip side, though, I mean, you look at what the percentages look like. 30% for the Eagles, and the Flyers are 54%. And a big part of that is just the type of shots that they're getting, right? The Flyers are getting a few more wide open looks. Obviously, they have Kyle Lemke in the paint. The Eagles are forcing a couple, finishing through traffic and contact. So their shots are definitely a little bit more difficult than those of the Dixie Flyers.
Yeah, 8 out of 27 shooting. You mentioned Armani. Latavio Armani, 3 out of 4 from the floor, 7 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal to lead them in that scoring department. Dixie led by 2 guys. Brecken Robinson had 10, 4 of 6 shooting. Kyle Lemke also with 10, and Jordan Roberts chipped in 7 in that first half. And a rare thing, Jordan Roberts actually not credited with an assist. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not.
Yeah, I don't think so. That seems a little uncharacteristic for Jordan.
He threw a baseball pass to the corner for an open 3 to Robinson on one of those plays. So it was a 70-foot pass.
We'll have to get that. Maybe doesn't count if it's not past half court. Who knows? We'll have to talk to the official statistician over there.
Lemke and Robinson are kind of playing off each other. Robinson's going out to that corner. Lemke's posted up there. So the first guy down on defense is having to pick up Lemke, which is letting Robinson kind of drive and get in the paint area where he has his 10 points.
At the half again, brought to you by Rally Stop, 34-22. Those are your Adams Wealth Advisor statistics. Like Casey pointed out, 7 turnovers for each team, rebounding 21-12 advantage for Dixie. That's something Coach Porter is going to address in the break. We'll take another timeout, come back, more of the halftime show, second half adjustments, and the action. Here, the winner of this game will face off against Skyview tomorrow night in the 4A State Championship, but we still got 16 minutes of game action to go. Message from our great local partners, and back here on KSLSports.com and the Fan Sports Network.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit HolbrookAsphalt.com to discover more.
I'm Bo Bradshaw, owner of Bo's Auto Parts. I want to watch the game as well, so I'll make this quick. When you come into Bo's Auto Parts, our store mission is simple. Supply our customers with the best auto parts and the best customer service we can provide. Come on by and see if we can deliver.
Utah is growing, and we're growing too. What started on the U of U campus has grown to over 110,000 members with 20 locations, and we're ready to meet even more of you. More than a campus or a branch, we are Utah's teachers, businesses, and families. For over 65 years, we've been part of your community, and while our name is changing, our commitment to you is not. University Credit Union is now You First Credit Union. See why it's getting even better here. Welcome to You First.
All right, welcome back. Utah State University. Devin Dixon, Casey Winters, Wade Bronson, the crew, Jessica and Andy, Bear River Live, helping us with the production, our camera people, and, of course, UCCU, one of our great partners, bringing the action on the live stream. Appreciate all our Fan Sports Network sponsors that have been with us all season long, and all the Bear River Live sponsors that have been with Bear River and us through this state tournament. Appreciate those people. If you hear or see an ad and need their products or services, go check them out. All right, let's go down to Kate Daly, who's with Coach Porter, and see what he had to say coming out of the locker room. We're having trouble with the audio there. We're not picking up Coach Porter, but Casey, take a guess. What is Coach Porter saying down there?
Slow down Dixie in transition, make a few more shots, and then you alluded to it earlier, rebound the ball.
Yeah, rebounding going to be a big key. And it's tough sometimes when you're playing at the pace that these two teams played at in that first half, because guys are out of position. You're not able to box out quickly because everything's so helter-skelter.
Yeah, absolutely. And And I think the tempo is still going to be quicker than what we've seen in most games. But, as Dixie gets a lead, or they're able to extend this lead, they may try to slow it down a little bit just to work some clock, especially as we move into the fourth quarter.
Appreciate Adams Wealth Advisors, our stat sponsor, and Rally Stop, bringing you our halftime festivities. Just a reminder, we will hand out a bunch of awards if we get over 55 points, and we're tracking nicely. Everybody back in St. George on the Fan Sports Network can head to Yogurtland for the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert. Always nice on a Friday night. Everybody gets 5 ounces free frozen yogurt. Just head to the St. George only Yogurland after the game. We've got, of course, our sub of the game brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Our defensive play of the game brought to you by Morgan Pest Control. Our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game. We haven't seen that yet, although that alley-oop or that putback dunk was sensational.
That was pretty nice.
That might be tough to beat.
That was pretty nice.
If this game doesn't, get close and there's not a big play down the stretch, we'll have to circle that one.
Yeah.
Also, we'll pick a Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game for each team in our post-game show. It'll be Flyer basketball. Let's put 8 minutes on the third quarter clock. And let's see, it is the same starting 5 for Layton Christian and Coach Porter, and same for Coach Roberts and the Flyers. And they switch Robinson with Carter, and GC3-0 will inbound. And he gets it in to Brecken Robinson. We are underway second half here. Winner again gets Skyview tomorrow night for the 4A state championship. And don't forget, Layton Christian was down big, double digits, came back and beat Ridgeline here on this floor yesterday.
Yeah.
Lemke kick out. Roberts pump fake on the 3. Carter goes right down the middle. Leaves it for Lemke. Has to go get it. Baby right hook short. Got his own miss. That put back won't go either. Southwick, though, collects and more rebounds for the Flyers.
Good job by John right there.
Flyers go inside to Lemke. They start to double. Now they do commit to the double. He goes inside, misses another one. Southwick with another rebound. And now we got a foul called on Cabrera.
And Kyle's made 2 or 3 great moves, just hasn't been able to finish him. But luckily, John Southwick's been there to clean up the mess.
Number 20, Isaac Cabrera.
Christian's got to pick up those boards. Those are 2 easy ones that they should have had. Go the other way.
Yeah, you're working so hard to get stops, and then you give up 4 offensive rebounds there?
Yeah, in the first 2 possessions, 1 possession of the game.
Lemke's not going to miss many more of those.
Lemke backing his way down. Inside, Armani can't stop him. He scores it.
Great patience right there by Kyle just to back down, get to a spot, and then finish with a nice spin move.
Kyle kind of reminds you a little bit of Drew Timme. If he could hit the 3 and stretch that 16 to 18-foot face-up jumper, he could be really like Drew Timme.
I've talked to Kyle a bit, and I think he watches a lot of Gonzaga games. Especially, you can see with his footwork and some of the moves he makes. He's watched him play quite a bit.
Roberts, dish to the corner. Robinson 3, no good.
There's Southwick again, 3rd offensive rebound.
Southwick had 9 rebounds the other day and led the team in that department. It wasn't Lemke, it was Southwick that led them in rebounding. And Southwick's just a sophomore.
Yeah, so he's already got 7. He had 4 in the first half. Already has 7 rebounds here.
And he would have played a lot last year as a freshman, but he tore his ACL. Yeah. Southwick inbound, and he's tripped up, but he traveled. Turnover on the Flyers. That is their 8th of the game. 36-22 our score. And you kind of, if you're Coach Porter, you want this to be single digits going to the fourth quarter.
Absolutely, yeah. You can't let Dixie extend the lead. They're so good. They're poised. They're composed.
That triple from Seguera won't go, and now here comes Dixie again. Carter bumped and fouled. Foul will go against Vitor Seguera. And already a quick 2 fouls on Layton Christian in less than 2 minutes, and Coach Porter wants to talk things over.
Yeah.
The 3A defending state champs. Coach Porter out with the official laughing about something, and he wants a full timeout. We'll step aside. 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes into the third quarter, 36-22 on the Wilkins scoreboard. Dixie has the lead over Layton Christian.
From your first major crossroads and surprising new chapters to fulfilling lifelong dreams, we're here. Through all of your firsts, U First Credit Union is here for you. Come grow with us.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Have a Dixie. Casey Winters, Wade Bronson, Kate Dowley with you here from the Spectrum. Interesting quick chime out there, but Coach Porter, I think he wanted to say something to the official, but he also wanted to say, hey, guys, settle down. We don't want to start fouling.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we're still early enough in this game, only down 14. We did the same thing yesterday. Just remember what we did yesterday, and let's get to it.
Lob into Lemke, right-hand hook, and a foul and one opportunity for Kyle Lemke. And Wade, you said it, he's not going to miss all those.
Nope, he's not. That footwork was pretty right there, up and over.
A great pass from J-Rob from the sideline. That lob pass was on point.
Yeah, those two have been playing since 3rd grade together.
Yeah, and you can tell.
To the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line, Kyle Lemke. Lemke's now got 4 in the quarter, 14 in the game, but he can't hit that free throw. Lacey ahead. Jones, lay-in, left hand. That was pretty. Big bucket there for LCA to cut into the lead. It's down to 14, 38-24.
Just the first bucket for Tyron Jones. He came alive in the second half yesterday. Hopefully he does the same for the Eagles today.
High lob and a block from the backside.
Yeah, by Lacey. Came in flying high on the backside and got that block on Kyle Lemke.
Yeah, he got up high. I wonder what his vert is. 5:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. Probably a little too early to call this our Bose Auto Parts crucial part of the game. But definitely LCA has an uphill battle. Kind of like what we saw in the first semifinal where Crimson was down 18.5. Yeah, got it back to single digits, but couldn't complete the comeback.
Yeah.
Ahead of everybody, Southwick up and in. Another dime. I think that's at least 4 assists for Jordy Roberts in this game. BC driving, slashing, scoring.
He's starting to turn on the heat, getting the ball down the floor.
40-26, Carter fouled.
Lulu BC makes some of those finishes look easy. I mean, he's able to, move the ball, and turn and spin. I mean, he's very, very athletic player.
Carter, though, when he drives that left hand, he can usually get all the way to the rim, and then the foul by Sakara. Carter free throw good. Lemke leading the way. He's got 14. Brecken Robinson with 10. Roberts has 7. Carter is at 3 after that first Fabulous Freddy's free throw and got it. All his points have come from the foul line. 4 for 4 on the night for Grant Carter, the senior. Layton Wilden also in to senior. Lob high and it doesn't go.
But it almost back in. Went back in on the ricochet.
Jones, almost one of the most athletic alley-oops you'd ever see, but he couldn't flush it cleanly.
That's because he jumped from outside the key. Had to reach for the rim a little bit.
He's only a sophomore. He can be a special player. Already very talented. Lacey collects that ball as it caromed down on the baseline.
Ooh, and Jones is down.
And Carter got a steal and
maybe a cramp or an ankle.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it looks like maybe an ankle.
Yeah, he is very ginger on that ankle. And he's going to go down for a second here.
Yeah, you hate to see that, especially as he was just getting going here in the second half and a huge part of this Layton Christian team. That's too bad to see him go down with an injury.
Miller Medical moment here, and Dr. Todd Miller's new family medicine clinic open in Tremonton. Hopefully Jones is okay and he can return.
Yeah, might just have to walk it off, maybe get fresh tape on that ankle.
Flyer basketball. Roberts on the wing. High lob to Lemke. Skips to the corner, back to Roberts. Has a lay-in. Teardrop, got it. Joey Roberts has got 9. Oh, what a move.
Wow.
Tyrese Lacey hanging and hitting with a kiss off the glass.
He got that out of his hands right as his feet touched.
Sensational athleticism. Carter blows past the defender, tries a Euro step, and we got a block or a charge. It's going to be a block down low.
Yeah, and I think if Grant would have bobbled that one, we may have had a dunk from Kyle Lemke there.
16th foul on Layton Christian.
Layton Christian's playing up on defense. They almost need to tone it back just a little bit. They're getting out of position just a little bit, trying to overplay there.
Into Lemke. Lemke spin move and easy bucket. Kyle Lemke, he's got 16.
And Popovich just needs to hold his ground there. He's not going to get that charge call. You know, he's flopping way too much. And then it just is an easy bucket for Kyle when he falls to the ground. Just hold your ground.
Lacey going to line up a three-pointer. That won't go. Rebound Dixie. Bullet pass ahead to Brecken Robinson. Up and no good. Ball collected by Carter. Put back. That won't fall. And finally the rebound cleared by Armani. Tip. And a foul. They're going to get that one on Olabisi, I believe. And they're into the bonus. That is the 7th foul in the second half. And we still have 3:27 left in the third quarter.
Oh, wow. That's a huge advantage for the Flyers here. And 0 fouls on the Dixie Flyers. I can see what Coach Porter is walking over to tell the ref right now. Hey, big fella, we have 7 fouls. They have 0.
So to the line, Jordan Roberts, the junior. I asked Coach Roberts what it's like coaching your son, and he said basketball never sleeps. You know, they watch a lot of film. They watch a lot of college basketball together. Of course, Tyler was a Flyer. Actually played tennis at UNLV, did Coach Roberts, though. Lacey slashing down the lane, blocked out of bounds.
He's got a quick dribble there for a second. I thought he picked it up at the top of the key, threw that thing back down and went in there.
And Coach Porter, in his interview with Kate yesterday, was so complimentary of his point guard, Lacey. You can tell he has gone to battle with him many times and has the utmost respect for his point guard and how much he means to this Layton Christian team.
He can fly. There's no question about that. And Lacey grabs the inbound pass. 3-point line extended straight away. Point out instructions. OCBC back to Lacey. Mid-range jumper, short. Lacey trying to get it away from Lemke, and Lemke clears the board. Outlet to Myers. Over to Carter. Here come the Flyers, leading 46-28. Wilden holding, ball above his head. Flyers will now work the half-court set, lob it in to Lemke. Face up, now go to Wilden. Little quick flip shot won't go. And rebound Popovich. Here comes Lacey. Kind of lost the handle, didn't want to double dribble, so had to get some help. And now a deep three off the back iron, and the rebound fought for, and we got a loose ball rebound down low. And the foul's going to be against the Eagles.
Lakeland Wilden heading to the free throw line.
That was a great choice by Lemke that last time down. He faced up. He probably could have went to the hole like he's done time after time and waited for his teammate to come in for a good shot.
One for Dixie, number 5, Layton Wilden.
And this one, you know, when you're watching the game and then you look up at the scoreboard, it almost doesn't seem like it's a 18-point lead the way how both these teams are playing so hard. So expect Layton Christian to make a run here at the end of the third quarter and make a push in the fourth.
All right, we got a 30-second timeout. We'll take it. 2:16 left in the third. 46-28. Dixie leads Layton Christian on the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com, and the Wilkinson scoreboard.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Stop in and see what's new at Wilkinson's House of Lighting, a proud sponsor of Region 10 Athletics.
I'm Bo Bradshaw, owner of Bo's Auto Parts. I want to watch the game as well, so I'll make this quick. When you come into Bo's Auto Parts, our store mission is simple. Supply our customers with the best auto parts and the best customer service we can provide. Come on by and see if we can deliver.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Well, happy Friday, everybody. Glad you're with us here at Utah State University and the Spectrum, home to the 4A State boys and girls basketball championships. Devin Dixie, Casey Winters, Wade Bronson, our entire crew working the games for you on KSLSports.com. Also on the Fan Sports Network. Back in St. George. And it's Lake and Wilden to the line after the timeout. And this last 2:16 going to be really important for Layton Christian. Wilden missed the front end. Dixie in the bonus. They are a 75% free throw shooting team on the season. And they will be shooting maybe double bonus by the time we get to the fourth quarter.
They haven't been able to convert yet.
Osabisi, deep three. Oh, man, it looked like it was going, but no good. Lead pass to Wilden. Wilden lay in. No, he tried to dunk it, and it popped out.
Yeah, ran out of real estate there. Probably didn't realize he was as far into the basket as he was. We've seen Wilden fly this season.
Wilden, yeah, we've seen him get up, warm-ups and stuff. I'm sure he's had a couple dunks along the way, but that one, he couldn't get it. Inside Lemke, corner pocket, three-pointer, short. Might have been partially blocked. And now here comes the speedy Lacey. Tyrese right to the middle. Teardrop floater. Yes, sir. Tyrese Lacey. Maybe that'll get the Eagles going. Their crowd was so loud yesterday when they came back and beat Ridgeline. Dixie has kept the crowd out of it for the most part in this game. Skyview awaits the winner of this one tomorrow night. Scissor action, hand off to Carter. Carter all the way down the lane, off the window with a little English, and it goes through.
So good with his left hand. We've mentioned that several times just this tournament, that he's tough to stop going to his left hand.
Lacey out top. Final 40 seconds of the third quarter. Oh, reverse, no. Rebound and a foul. And a little push in there towards the end of that foul. Frustrations.
Number 15, Southwick.
They call a foul on Southwick.
First team foul.
It looked like at the end of that play, Popovich didn't like something. And
yeah, took exception to something and gave a little extra.
They've kind of been going at it quite a bit this game. He's got a big shoe to fill to try and guard Lemke.
Crowd quiets for the final 24 seconds of the third quarter. 48-30, 18-point lead for Dixie. Lacey, deep three, that won't go. Defensive rebound to Southwick, and now Dixie has plenty of time here. 8 seconds. Try to get one more shot. They're going to have the lead going to the fourth quarter. Will it be 18 or will it be more? Southwick wants a deep three. No.
Just a little short.
We've played three. Flyers in control. They lead Layton Christian on the Wilkinson scoreboard, 48-30. Back for the fourth quarter after this timeout.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Welcome back, everybody. Both teams cooled off a little bit there in the third quarter. I mean, Dixie saw it so hot in that first half, shooting it at 53% clip. But they cooled off a little bit. They had a lot of shots at point-blank range that didn't go, and yet they've got an 18-point lead going in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, still a 14-point quarter for them. So, really good job. And they held Layton Christian to 8 points in that quarter. So, one thing that we haven't seen yet that we saw yesterday was that Layton Christian offense clicking and firing on all cylinders.
See if they can find a run. Get that crowd going. Trying to go back-to-back. Trying to get Coach Porter one more title. He's got 6 in his coaching career. Their football team won the 1A title last fall. Basketball team wins the 3A. I will credit Layton Christian. Every year they win a title, they're like, move us up a classification.
That's right. That's right. And I think there was a lot of questions at the beginning of the year about how they would fit into the 4A classification. And they've proven that they can compete with some high-level teams here, being in the semifinals here tonight.
Osabisi inside. High arcing, put back Jones, no.
Good board by Myers there. Another missed opportunity for the Eagles there, though.
But they're not easy shots.
No.
Dixie's altering them, making them hang and try to hit. Almost acrobatic type shots. Robinson drives the baseline, whips out to Roberts. Back to Brecken in the corner. Over to Myers. Damon Myers is a twin. Brother also on the team. He's just a junior. Roberts now to Robinson with 4. Robinson's going to take the triple. No good. Rebound, fought for.
Who else?
John Southwick.
That one may have put him into double digits. He's done a phenomenal job on the offensive glass.
Lemke, lay-in. Oh, yeah.
Kyle Lemke for the Flyers.
Kyle Lemke's got 18. That's a game high. And a whistle and a foul on, I believe, Damon Myers down low.
Number 3, Damon Myers, his 3rd personal.
And Myers is a guy that just kind of fought his way into the lineup off the bench for Coach Roberts, but that's his 3rd, so Carter will check back in.
Yeah, doesn't score a lot, but does a phenomenal job defensively. Great rebounder from the guard position, and just does those small things that allows some of these starters to catch a quick breather. His minutes are very, very valuable.
Robinson threads the needle. Carter, soft touch.
Great
off
pass.
The backboard and down. Defense leading to offense. And a timeout taken. And all smiles as the Flyers are running away. A 22-point lead, their largest of the night. It's a Cache Valley Bank 30-second timeout. And then we'll be right back. See if the Eagles have a run when we return to the Spectrum.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
6:32 left on the Nets on Fire clock. Building champions on and off the court. Recap of the day if you're just tuning in for this nightcap. It was Ridgeline girls, Elise Livingston, Emily Skinner, Macy Brown putting on a show.
Yeah.
Big win for them. And then it was Skyview knocking out Snow Canyon. A 3 by Hannah Radford at the buzzer to win it 60-57.
Yeah, and this game here kind of has the feeling of that Ridgeline girls game we saw earlier, right, where both teams are playing really, really hard, but Dixie's just executing at a higher level, and they have a 22-point lead going into the fourth quarter.
Of course, Skyview boys await the winner of this game. Crimson gave them a battle, but ended up losing by 15. And Crimson,
great ball movement by the Flyers, and Jones just gets in a passing lane right there.
Ooh, no shot. They will take away a oop there from Usabisi on a foul that came first.
Ref, you got to let that one play. You got to see Usabisi flying in from the side and just let that one play out.
I don't even know if he's 5'11" and 5'10", and he can absolutely fly.
Watch it. Oh, it looks like he was getting ready to go right down the middle.
And a drive by Lacey. Pantic is checked in. His first action of the game is Coach Porter going deeper into the bench and couldn't save it. Out of bounds, back to Dixie. And the run has to start now or the Eagles' season is going to come to an end.
Yeah, and it's a tall task against a very disciplined Dixie team to cut into a 22-point lead with only 5.5 minutes left here.
And their the ball handling, they haven't done a bad job against the press tonight.
No, they haven't. And
Lemke gets tied up, and there's a wrestling match between two heavyweights on the floor, and the 2-point takedown goes to...
It looks like it's going to stay with Dixie. Jump ball.
No ball possession to Dixie.
But back to our point that you were just making, Dixie's done a really good job of just moving the ball and making it a little bit easier on themselves offensively compared to some of the shots that Layton Christians had to take tonight.
Yeah, Dixie moves that ball around so quickly and are so unselfish with it. It's fun basketball to watch.
The highlight we posted yesterday was a dunk by Lemke, but it was the 3 passes that went the length of the floor that didn't even touch the hardwood.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the season in a nutshell for this Flyer team. Lob it in high. Great seal, and Lemke lays it home.
Kyle Lemke.
That gives him 20 on the night.
From John Southwick.
Southwick with that high soft pass. Got to give Southwick credit on that lob. It was in perfect position for Kyle. Lacey wants a 3. And the Eagles can't find the mark from outside.
Oh, and you just feel for Lacey. You can see the frustration on his face. He's played so well.
And one, Kyle Lemke.
That was a great baseline drive. Offhand put in. I think Lemke has got some skills.
It's going to be really interesting to see who the 4A MVP will be. You got Owen Mackey of Snow Canyon. You got Kyle Lemke from Dixie. You got Tanner Davis or Logan Dill from Skyview. You got Tyrese Lacey from Layton Creek. Good luck figuring that one out.
Classification is full of talent this year, and it's played out here at the tournament.
Throw Carson Cox from Ridgeline into that mix.
Yep. The All-State, I wouldn't want to play on the All-State team. You'll have a Jordan Eaton on there. You'll have a few other guys.
Lincoln Holmes, probably from Desert Hills, who had 24 and a loss to Dixie yesterday.
A few Ridgeline players on there. A couple Layton Christian guys. It's going to be chock full of really, really good players.
We're excited because we're going to be hosting the Fan Sports Network March 25th at Crimson Cliffs High School, a Region 10 versus Region 11 All-Star game. It's a senior-only All-Star game, so we'll be missing some of these underclassmen, but we're going to have a 3-point shootout dunk contest March 25th. Mark your calendars. Love to have a lot of fans come down for that.
It's going to be a great event.
There's also going to be a Northern Utah All-Star team play a Southern Nevada team out of Las Vegas. Daryl Thompson is going to coach.
Okay.
Or Daryl Littlefield, excuse me.
Okay, yeah. DeQuan and Landon Littlefield.
Yep. So there'll be 2 All-Star games that day. And free throw good there.
Timeout, Eagles.
Eagles want a timeout. Cache Valley Bank brings you a 30 or 60. 30 will keep it here. And remind you, Cache Valley Bank, your financial outfitter, mountains await.
And I don't think it's too early to start looking forward to tomorrow, maybe a little bit. But you look at what we just saw from Skyview, that stifling defense, right? Out in the passing lanes, different from what we're seeing from Layton Christian. And then we see this high-powered Flyer offense. It's going to be interesting to see, as long as the Flyers hold on here, which we're pretty confident they will, it's going to be interesting to see those 2 teams, which a lot of people thought would be the matchup at the beginning of the season, play out.
Well, the bracket certainly didn't go chalk, but you might have 1 versus 2 at the end of the day.
Exactly,
Yep.
and these 2 have proven to be the best 2 teams in the state throughout the course of the year. Really, really excited for that matchup. Kyle Lemke, Logan Dill. You got the guards for the Carter boys and Hayden Howe for Skyview versus Jordan Roberts, Grant Carter, and Brecken Robinson for the Flyers.
I'm not sure Skyview's seen a team like Dixie to get the ball out as quick as they do and up the floor as quick as they do. I don't know if that little press that they put on where they sit back, if they can sit back in that long enough and get going, Skyview might have a run for their money.
Flyers might have missed a lob or at least a pass to Lemke, but they'll burn some clock here as we approach 4 minutes left in this game. Dixie up big, 57-31. Drive to the middle, Carter pump fake, lob it, and no, but a foul. Lemke hit on the arm, he'll go to the line.
I keep saying this, but man, this is unselfish basketball. It's pure. He could have went up and forced something right there, but he throws a little lob to Lemke for the better shot. Dixie's a great team.
Yeah, you put it perfectly. And all year long, and it's evident. You look at one point, and I didn't look today, but at one point, Jordan Roberts was 4th in the entire country in high school basketball in assists. He was averaging just shy of 10 assists a game.
That's a great number.
That's sensational. Lemke misses the first from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. Field up, grab a snack, get a car wash. Fabulous Freddy's locations: Las Vegas, St. George, Lehigh, Sandy.
24 for Kyle Lemke. He's been a force tonight for the Flyers. Layton Christian hasn't found an answer for him, and they're not the only ones throughout the course of the season.
Inside, nice low block pass. And number 34, Jeff Ndinze with the bucket there. Hope I pronounced that correctly. And now a steal by the Eagles. A little fight left in Layton Christian. And a nice reverse lay-in. Good. Sakara there.
The pass from Timmy Olamisi.
58-35. Still Flyers with a sizable lead, but in a little trouble. But they do break the press and get it into the front court.
Casey mentioned this earlier, but man, you look up at the scoreboard, you don't look up at the scoreboard, and you think these 2 teams are neck and neck, and there's a bigger gap. This is fun.
Inside to Lemke. And they'll call foul. He's just tough. He's a load.
Yeah, and it's been a concerted effort. Last year, Kyle got a lot of time as a sophomore. You can tell this year, their offense really runs through Kyle. And the one thing we haven't seen tonight is Layton Christian try to double team him or dig on him at all. Towards the end of the Region 10 season, you saw Kyle become a very, very good passer as teams were trying to double team him and even triple team him sometimes to slow him down.
There's 11 seniors on this Layton Christian team. 3 seniors on this Flyer team. And one of them, Nate Sorensen, doesn't play very much. Lacey off the miss. Under 3 to play. Flyers up big by 23 right now. Coming up, Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. And it's still by Dixie. And they'll slow it down a little bit. Had some action-packed games earlier today, but this one's getting away from the Eagles. Dixie cruising here. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it. Back after this 60-second timeout. 58-35. Flyers leading Layton Christian here on the Fan and KSLSports.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
2:36 to go here on a Friday night, wrapping up our final of 4 semifinals. And Dixie cruising. Devin Dixon, Casey Winters, Wade Bronson, Kate Dolly with you. Appreciate UCCU and KSL Sports for hooking up with us for the broadcast. Part of the Fan Sports Network, Bear River Live, collaborating to bring you the coverage, and we're having a blast. Hope you're enjoying watching or listening to the coverage. And we'll be back tomorrow for 2 state championships. They'll be cutting down the nets here at the Spectrum tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. And the Flyers closing in on punching their ticket. Lakin Wilden drives, kicks. Probably could have tried to score, but they'll run some more clock. Still 12 on the shot clock. Wilden to the corner. Open look. Forsey, too strong. Sorensen, the senior, on cue. I was just talking about he didn't play very much, and Coach Roberts getting him some minutes here.
Lemke, he played the whole game. He didn't come out one time, so he's earned his rest over there on the bench for this one.
Smart here to kind of give these guys a little breather and save some legs for tomorrow night. That first half was really fast and furious. And Lemke, for a big man, runs the floor hard.
Yeah, he does.
Still got key guys, a lot of these seniors out there for Coach Porter. And a steal by Laker Ward. Laker, the junior, just checked in and missed it. Forsey trying to grab the rebound, can't get to it. Forsey, dad is one of the assistant coaches, helps out with the freshmen. Also, older brother Carson played for Coach Roberts here at Dixie High School.
Yeah, Coach Forsey does a great job. My son played for him on the freshman team over at Dixie this year, and he did a fantastic job coaching those young fellas up.
And Tyson hits the free throw. Some smiles here. One more for Forsey. Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. Show your parade ticket, get a tank of gas. And when you pay for your tank of gas, get a free car wash at the 2 Southern Utah Fabulous Freddy's locations. Drive, Lacey. Oh, that would have been sweet, but it falls no good. But he is fouled. He'll head to the line. He's entertaining to watch.
Yeah, the way he adjusts that ball and gets in between people and puts it back down and switches hands to his left hand to go up with that.
And what do they list him at, 5'7"?
I don't see a height on here.
Free throw good. One more for Lacey. And they don't list the height in their official program. Second one good as well. Tyrese Lacey held to just 10 points, though, after those free throws in this game. Below his season average. Sorensen flips to Myers, 1:39 to go. Kimball Carter out there. Laker Ward. Damon Myers. You got Forsey and Sorensen, the 5 out there. Getting some minutes.
Yeah, good for these young guys to step out here on the big stage, get a chance to knock down some free throws. Laker here at the free throw line. He's the brother-in-law of our broadcast partner, Sam Merrill. Excuse me, not J.C. Carroll. So not
one Aggie grade or
yeah,
another.
Exactly. Yeah, both guys can stroke it for sure. So I'm sure this isn't the first time Lakers shot in this gym.
Lacey runner, that won't fall. Rebound Sorensen, 1:22 to go. Dixie basketball up 61-37. Laker Ward 3, no. Osabisi. And we got a block called on Damon Myers. Osabisi will head to the free throw line here. Clock stops, 1:22 to go.
And when he gets a full head of steam running down the floor, he's a force to be reckoned with.
And now even more wholesale substitutions coming for Coach Tyler Roberts. And line change. You got, let's see if I can pick up everyone. You got Michael Windward, Seth Killian, Peyton Bowles, and then Damon's brother, the other Myers twin. They're twins. He's in there as well. And Lacey.
Oh my goodness.
A little.
How many of those has he had
magic
in this
trick
tournament where he just.
And a steal could be showtime. Osabisi, one-hand dunk. House of jump dunk there. And everyone get 1 hour free jump time. I'll give you the text line in a second. Killian, spin move to the middle. Flips it back out to Windward. Michael Windward, kick over to Myers. Myers all the way to the left side. That shot won't go. Outlet, Osabisi again. Tracks it down. Stays inbounds. 25 seconds to play. Dixie going to win this game. Armani, though, at 3, trailing that play short. And that'll probably do it. 61-41. Dixie by 20. And a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, the Flyers can feel it now. Props to this Layton Christian Academy and Coach Porter. They battled tonight, but just ran into a buzzsaw with the Dixie Flyers, who are on point tonight. But congratulations on a great season and a great career for Tyrese Lacey and Olubisi, Tyron Jones. Armani had a great game tonight, and most importantly, Coach Porter on an outstanding career, over 350 wins, the 6 state titles that you mentioned. His name's are going to be in the record books for a very, very long time.
Shot won't go from Killian at the line. And a shout out to Barrow, Suleimani Barrow, who got injured, another senior, and here with crutches cheering on his guys.
Absolutely.
You hate to see it. Saw that earlier with Skyview's girls, Melanie Hyatt, ACL injury. 6 seconds, Dixie Flyers, the Fly Fam, as Coach Roberts calls them, gets a block, and that'll do it. Flyers beat Layton Christian 62-41. On to the final. Mission's not complete yet for Skyview, who won earlier, and Dixie, who just barely closed it out, as they'll meet for all the marbles.
It's going to be an exciting one tomorrow.
1 versus 2, you betcha.
It's going to be
a packed house, I think.
I mean, I guarantee some people are going to be traveling up I-15. Obviously, all the Skyview fans. The Spectrum is going to be rocking. I mean, I got chills right now just thinking about it because you got 1 versus 2 of the best teams in the state, RPI, preseason, now postseason. Going to be a fabulous matchup tomorrow night here in the Spectrum for all the marbles.
All right, let's take a break. Actually, let's keep it here for just a second. Let's see if we can get some instant reaction from, and I love this, Layton Christian going over and applauding their fans. The first guy to go in front of the fans, Tyrese Lacey, high-fiving his buddies, watching them and cheering for him their whole career. And Kyle Lemke is going to join us here inside our post-game show, presented by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. And Kate Dowley's with Kyle Lemke. It's brought to you by Bucks Ace Hardware.
We're here with Kyle. I'm going to be the first to tell you, congrats on the huge win, and you're going to the state championship. How does that make you feel?
Oh, it makes me feel great.
LCA tried everything to stop you down low, but you owned them. Can you give us a little bit how you thought about the game?
Oh, they were physical. Kept fouling me. Refs weren't calling it. I knew they weren't going to call it, so I just kept going up strong and finishing.
Yes, and then can you send us off with your favorite celebration dance? Okay, back to
You look like Jason Kelsey out there.
Yeah. Kate better stay out there and show him how to dance, because I don't know what that was. You call that the shimmy shake?
You better not put any of us on the spot, that's for sure.
Kyle Lemke, Flyers head to the locker room victorious 62-41. We'll catch our breath. 60-second timeout. Come back with the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show right after this.
From your first real leap of faith, your first growing pains, your first big dream come true, we're here. Through all of your firsts, U First Credit Union is here for you. Come grow with us.
In Utah, we love our sports. At KSL, we live and breathe sports. Wherever the action is.
Look who we found in Pasadena.
We're there. Wherever you are. Tune in. On air, online, and on the new KSL Sports app. We cover it all. From high school to pro. And the only radio team that's home to the Utah Jazz. KSL Sports Live and KSL Sports Zone. The one team that never stops tracking your teams.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Well, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
All right, we're back here at the Spectrum. Flyer students still celebrating. Cheerleaders still got them going. Kyle Lemke did a little shimmy shake. He had 24 points. No question, Kyle Lemke's got to be our Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game and the win for the Flyers.
Dominant force all night long. Credit to his teammates for getting the ball. But like Kyle said in that interview with Kate, he just went to the basket strong, had a variety of moves, spin moves, right hand, left hand, reverse layups. Outstanding performance tonight by Kyle Lemke. We saw an outstanding performance by Logan Deal in the first semifinal. Going to be fun to watch those two big boys battle it out tomorrow.
Great point. You're absolutely correct. But first, the girls will showcase number 1 versus number 2 in the girls, too. Ridgeline Skyview, number 1 versus number 2 in the boys. And that's Dixie and Skyview after the Flyers get the 62-41 win. Devin Dixon, Casey Winters, Wade Bronson. Before we dive into our the rest of our awards and stats, I want to thank Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, our post-game sponsor. They make your kids feel right at home. They got all your dental needs. A new patient special, the exam, the x-rays, and the teeth clean for one low price, $79. So if you're in Southern Utah, go visit our friends and take advantage of that special at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. All right, let's get to the stats here. And as we do so, we'll hand out the awards. Wade, start with you. What jumps out on the stat page? Obviously, Flyers cooled off from where they were shooting in the first half of the second half, but they still managed 62 points and win easily by 21.
Yeah, I'm going to follow Casey on Lemke. I mean, 24 points with 4 assists. I mean, if they would have started double teaming, it shows that kid's able to pass the ball. 4 assists coming off that's really great job. They just didn't have an answer for him, and I think if they would have started double teaming it, somebody else would have stepped up and he would have found them, and I don't think the outcome would have been any different. He's a heck of a player.
Yeah, 24, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. That's why it was pretty easy to quickly go to our Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game. Hearst Ace Hardware locations downtown Cedar City, heart of St. George. And, of course, Ace is the place. Looking at the supplemental scoring behind him, I mean, Robinson had 10 and 3 assists, 9 for Jordan Roberts. They only had 2 assists. I think that's 3 shy of probably. I thought he had 4 or 5 at least in that game. But 12 turnovers against that pressure, Layton Christian as a team, not a bad job breaking that press. We saw Ridgeline struggle with it, and that really helped Layton Christian come back and knock him out of the tournament last night.
Yeah, and probably a handful of those were right at the end of the game when it was already decided. Dixie did a great job handling it. And not only handling it, like a lot of teams will handle it and just want to get it across half court, right? Dixie handled it and made them pay for pressuring as much as they did. They were playing 3-on-2, 2-on-1 a lot of the night, which made it easy for Dixie. And when you look at their numbers, there's a reason why they were in the mid-40s, shooting the ball. They did a really good job not only breaking the pressure, but making them pay for pressuring as much as they did.
Yeah, a lot of teams, when they're getting pressed like that, they push it up and they break the press, but then they end up having a turnover, forcing something down low. Dixie looked really good controlling that. They controlled the tempo, I feel, the whole game. Layton Christian came out in the second half and put a lot of pressure on them, and they still just controlled the tempo. They still played up-tempo Dixie basketball. It was fun to watch.
The rebounding is a big differential. I mean, it jumps off the stat page. 45-27, Dixie just dominated on the glass. And how about 14 offensive rebounds? That is an awfully high number for a high school basketball game.
Yeah, and you had, John Southwick, I thought he was in double digits. He had 3 offensive boards right in the first part of the third quarter. But, they rebounded the ball. Lake and Wilden with 7. Southwick with 9. Lemke with 8. You had several guys close to double figures in the rebounding category.
Damon Myers had 5, too. You mentioned he's a great rebounder from that guard line position, and not even 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
All right, let's open up the conversation here for our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. The most eye-popping play probably was still the alley-oop.
Yeah, let's go with it. It was just something. We were here watching that out-of-bounds play, and all of a sudden, Ulubisi was up there throwing it down, elbows at the rim.
Yeah, that was.
By the way, on that House of Jump dunk, I forgot to give everybody the text line. So anybody watching or listening, if you text right now, keyword dunk, to 833-644-2423, you get a response back, and then you'll get 1 hour free jump time. We'll just show the text at House of Jump, 415 South Dixie Drive in St. George. Again, text word dunk to 833-644-2423. And it doesn't matter, when you use it or if you're local or not. If you're in St. George, you can take advantage of that. It doesn't matter if you're watching this live or you're watching this game on demand tomorrow. Text dunk to 833-644-2423 and take advantage of 1 hour jump time. You can have your whole couple people do it, and you can all get free jump time.
Yeah.
I want to see you in there on an indoor trampoline dunking.
As long as I don't have to go in the foam pit, right? I've tried getting out of that thing before. That is not an easy task. I used to be able to throw some backflips, but I don't know if the old knees can handle it anymore.
Come on, Wade can get out of the foam pit. Why can't you?
With a tramp, that's the only way Casey's dunking anymore.
Hey, okay.
No.
we got a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Let's take the clock back about
one
10,
claim to
12
fame
years.
right here.
Just I'll let Wade tell the story about what happened during some late night ball in the old Memorial Gym at Bear River High School.
Let's go, Wade.
I'll give him this one. It was the only time I've ever had this happen to me, and I guess I wouldn't let it go against somebody else. But, Casey decides to go middle and run down the lane, and I thought I was tougher than I was, and he put one down on me. I still try to return the favor, so he won't. Ever since that day, he retired. He says he's never playing again. He won't.
Past my prime, knees are sore. Had to dig deep into the bag one last time to put the young buck in his place.
Wade, we're going to run a replay of the dunk. That was our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. I'm sure Casey's going to say it looked like this.
Oh, because he had
magic
trick tournament where he just
and it still could be showtime. Osabisi one-hand dunk. House.
I think I have the signed poster in my room still.
You probably did. That's probably the only time you've ever dunked on somebody, and it happened to be against me.
The only time outside of my retirement, yeah.
Somebody get a basketball, and let's move everybody off the floor right now at the Spectrum.
We've already seen bloodshed from Dill. We don't need any more. That's what I love about Casey is we're great competitors on the floor, but off the floor, we're great friends.
All right, our Jersey Mike sub of the game, guys. Who impressed you off the bench tonight? You saw a lot of guys get in. I would probably lean Layton Wilden because he had 7 rebounds and 2 points, and Dixie won this game. He would probably be the leading candidate for our Jersey Mike sub of the game.
Absolutely. Yeah. Good job on the boards. Had some good looks, at the rim. Almost had that dunk. that just rimmed out on them. But, yeah, Layton played really, really well tonight.
One more award, Defensive Play of the Game. Anything resonate with you guys is brought to you by Morgan Pest Control. There's a couple charges in a row.
Charges, but then I was impressed with the block Lacey had on Kyle Lemke.
That's right.
You thought Kyle was going to have an
from
easy
the backside,
bucket.
yeah.
And, Lacey climbed the ladder and got a block on the big fella.
All right, let's go with that. Thank you to Morgan Pest Control, serving Southern Utah for over 60 years with all your pest control needs. That's going to do it for us. A game in which the Flyers cruised 62-41. Shout out to Layton Christian on a great season. Their 11 seniors going to be very difficult to replace. Coach Porter on a great career, 6 state titles. Lacey led the way with 12. Olabisi had 9. Otavio Armani had 7. But it was the Kyle Lemke show. He had a game-high 24. And Dixie will take on Skyview tomorrow night. Now, the girls' game will be at 3 o'clock pregame. Prior to that, number 1 versus number 2, Skyview versus Ridgeline. Ridgeline going for the undefeated state championship against their region rivals. And then it'll be the boys following that. They do put a little bit more time between the games tomorrow. So the boys game, the scheduled tip is around 5:30, 5:50, I believe.
Yeah.
Tomorrow afternoon. So we'll have both those games right here on KSLSports.com. We'll, on the Fan Sports Network, for everybody listening back in St. George, just have that boys game in the evening window. We got Dixie, Utah Tech basketball in the afternoon tomorrow here on the Fan Sports Network. Again, for our entire crew, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. This has been the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry Post Game Show.